know too. We're out here today to let people such as yourself know that you have the right to defend yourself.
Okay, come here.
Sure. We're just out here to let people like yourself know that open carry of firearms is legal, with or without a permit. You know, we suggest you get the concealed pistol license first. Makes it a lot easier. What was that?
I got a camera.
It's for the police.
The cops have been known to mess with us from time to time, especially over the long guns. But the handgun, which is primarily what we suggest people do, can carry a handgun. We suggest it.
How can I do it?
Well, what you got to do, the thing we suggest you very first is get your concealed pistol license. You have to find an instructor, and then you got to go give the county $105, and you get a concealed pistol license, which is good for what 5 years, right?
Yeah. 5 years.
Y'all got the paperwork?
Yeah, we all have permits. You don't have to. We just suggest that you do it. It makes it a lot easier, and there's a lot less restrictions.
Where I go to and sign up at?
What you gotta? You have internet access?
Internet?
Yeah.
It ain't on. It'll be on 15.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you can find in your area what's called an NRA instructor, and the class is gonna be about $100–120. Unfortunately, we don't agree with that. You know, we think it should be free and there should be no permits. But about $100–120, and they certify you. Then you go to the county with that paperwork. It's another $105, and then you, in about what month or two, you get your license.
Yeah, usually. Well, then, but you know, Kent County is much slower. This whole area is much slower generally.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, that's all we're out here today to let you know. Like, you know, we believe you have the right to protect yourself.
Y'all got cameras for the police?
Yep. They've been known to.
Because if they're the only ones doing the recording, they can say whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, the police lie all the time. Now, we're not from this area. I haven't been to Muskegon in 15 years. We come all over around the state. But yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of trouble with the cops.
So they stopping y'all because y'all got y'all guns?
Yeah, I guess they want to be the only ones sometimes.
It's not illegal, so
they hating on y'all.
Basically,
yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it amounts to.
I'll look up to that then.
Cool. We gotta get going, but have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. Okay, let's just, no talking, let's just go. Okay? Are we being detained? Hands in the air.
Seriously? This is gonna fall if I do, just so you know.
I'm carrying concealed.
I don't like running like that.
Can I move my arm so you can grab it?
Okay. Stay right there where you're at.
All right.
115. We've got him on the ground right now.
Where's your identification, gentlemen? Don't reach for anything.
In my wallet?
Mine's my wallet.
Is that where your CPL is at as well?
Yep. Other side. My back up there, the gun that's concealed is in my left pocket. What was that?
Out with them in front of 1573 Terrace.
15. With the subject 1573 Terrace, will maintain the top.
Is it what I think it is?
Yep.
Okay. Where's your wallet at?
My left pocket.
Which one? Left
Front one. I'm not resisting, but I don't consent to any search or seizure. Just throwing that out
This
there.
point, I'm going to search you anyway.
I'm aware. I just had to be said.
10-2 unit, subject is FG. On subject 1573 Terrace.
CPL's behind the ID.
Where you boys going?
Just for a walk.
Just walking around with armed handguns, huh?
Yes, sir.
I don't consent to any search of my person.
Where's your wallet at?
I don't answer any questions.
422.
You don't have any ID on you?
I don't answer any questions.
You don't have your license and your CPL?
I'm not carrying concealed. I'm not required to provide any CPL.
106 111.
Do me a favor, put your head behind your back.
ET?
Yeah.
I do not consent to any handcuffing, seizing of anything of my property or my person.
Consent to anything, huh?
Guys, go ahead and stand up, okay? All three of you.
Can I do that?
Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Relax, okay? We understand what's going on here, okay? But it's just not a really
Yeah, go ahead and fix it. Just don't handle the trigger.
We're not going to handle anything. We are perfectly peaceful people. We just want to be
Didn't
on
say
our
you
way.
weren't, okay?
Are we
We're
being
doing
detained?
a difficult job,
I
and
understand
people
that.
get very excited, and they're calling us, okay? Sure you can understand.
How's the GoPro work? Pretty good?
Works very well.
I like those.
Yeah.
I took one tubing down the river.
Yeah, they're great. I have one mounted on my car sometimes. They're awesome.
Fully automatic rifle
I'm
or
not.
what?
I'm trying not to point at anybody, but I can't handle it. Remember,
Is
I
it
do not
fully
consent.
automatic or is it not?
It is
It
not
looks like
fully
a
automatic.
rifle.
It is not fully automatic.
Okay. How about yours? Is yours
Absolutely not.
Okay. Because yours look like Tommy gun type thing.
It's Russian.
Is it?
Are we being detained? Can we go, please?
Well,
no,
we're
you
figuring
can't
out
go
what's
at this
going
still,
on.
so
Hold
we
on a
can't
second.
really leave.
Can I go?
No, you cannot go.
What crime do you suspect me of
What is
committing?
your name?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I don't know your name.
That's not a crime to not provide a name. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Carrying a weapon.
Well, here's the
That's
problem.
not illegal. What crime do you suspect me
What
of
is your
committing? What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Here's the problem. Someone called us about you guys having guns. We're still investigating, so we're not sure exactly what's going on. So this could be more like a Terry stop. We have the right to stop you to see what, because we think there might be a crime afoot. Because someone called us. We weren't. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We weren't just driving down the road and saw you. Someone called us, so we are. We're in time.
Not waiting for the crime. Where's the crime? What's the crime?
Well, we're investigating.
What is the RAS? What is the reasonable suspicion?
Because somebody called us. We're gonna call and make sure you guys didn't point a gun at them or do anything stupid. We don't know that. We're checking into it right now because we're investigating the incident.
Since you've come across us, have we done anything that you would perceive as illegal?
fine, so you guys did your job, now we're doing our job.
Yeah, we didn't
Are you guys
do-
from Muskegon?
No.
Where are you from?
I'd rather not answer that.
I'm just asking.
Well, I know.
I'm from Muskegon.
Yeah,
I'm from
I know.
Muskegon, too.
I would assume that you guys being Muskegon police that you probably are from Muskegon.
Or at least
Well,
the
I live
area.
here now. Not initially. I wasn't from here.
Right.
How about it would? I mean, we're having a conversation now, basically.
I mean,
I'm
you just had us
talking.
on the ground at gunpoint.
Yeah,
I'm
someone
not
called
inclined
us saying
to
you
have
guys
a
did
conversation
it.
with you guys.
This is,
That's
yeah.
probably hostile response. I mean,
That's
Well, are
actually,
you from Muskegon?
that's a
Because this is a drug area. It's a known
That's-
drug area.
We did
I mean,
this in
obviously,
Detroit
we
last
have
weekend,
quite
and
a
they didn't
problem.
respond nearly this hostily.
Okay, we're in Detroit.
Yeah, no, the Detroit police
couple
show up and
different
they
places in
wave at
Detroit,
us, and you
actually,
guys
do they?
show up and have us on the ground. That's
The Detroit
great.
police showed up and thanked us.
So you live in
actually.
Detroit, or is that?
We were
No,
in
I'm
Detroit.
just-
We've been all over.
I'm just saying that the Detroit
from
police thank
Michigan?
us.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
So
wondering.
you don't have a name, sir?
I'm not going to provide it with my attorney present.
Where's your attorney at?
She's several hundred miles away. I do not consent to any providing of any kind of ID.
I'm not searching you in any way. I'm asking you a question. What is your name? I've got to be able to document that we had contact. I've got to have your name in my report.
That's wonderful. You can put me down as something.
Something?
Something. I don't care what you put down, but I'm not providing
so
my
at
name.
this point, you're saying you don't want to tell us who you are, and that's not an automatic rifle.
That is not an automatic rifle. It is
Okay.
semi-automatic, not
Okay.
selective
Just
fire.
wondering because it looks like automatic rifle, like his looks like a Tommy gun.
How can you tell by the look of something whether or not it's automatic? I mean,
You can't.
you can't.
Right.
So
I mean, you
that's
can
not-
make
so
anything
how-
an
so how can
automatic.
something
Well,
look
But
automatic?
some
I mean,
guns.
I've handled
Right.
automatic weapons
I mean,
before. They look
I was in
similar
the
to that.
military.
Yeah, they do.
And they
Except
look
mine
like
doesn't have the
automatic
fully auto selector, so
How do you do that? Do you like?
I don't know how to do it. I'm not really an AR guy, not gonna lie, but you can try, flipping the switch to full auto, and it's not gonna go anywhere.
I don't wanna touch
It's not gonna
it.
work. I don't want you to
I
touch
shot
it
enough
either.
AR-15s when I was in the military.
That's kind of like if I were to say, "Oh, your badge looks like a pin-on versus a clip." It's like, how could I
What's
tell
a
from
pin
here?
on?
Like a pin instead of a clip. You know, it's like, how could I tell the difference? How your badge attaches in the back? I can't. So
Does
I'm
it
just
really
wondering-
make a
I'm
difference?
just
That's the
wondering
question.
Well, that's what I was
I'm
asking.
just wondering how something can look fully automatic. When
Well,
that's an
I was
internal
asking,
function.
right?
Well, I know, but you said it looks automatic. I'm
It
just
does to
curious
me.
how
I
that-
mean, it's got a little long
Yeah, so
thing.
what
it looks like
characteristics?
a assault rifle type of
It's an
thing.
assault rifle.
Like,
It
how
looks
can
like an
something
automatic
look
firearm.
automatic? That's
What
I'm
what
saying it's a
specific
function.
characteristic? What
Like,
specific
if I were to look at
characteristic?
your car and say it looks like a V8, that's not really a
So
valid
is this what you guys do
observation
for a
because
living? You
It
go to
is a
different-
V8. You're right.
You guys go to different
It'd be pretty
cities
cool
and,
if I could
and,
make a living doing it. Yeah.
and walk around. I got a feeling it doesn't pay very well. But is this what you
You'd be
guys
surprised.
What's that?
do? I would be surprised. Is this what you guys do? Go to different towns and walk around armed
I mean, we
through
are doing
known
it.
drug areas?
Whether we do it in other cities or not,
I am
all we're doing today
letting you
in
guys know in
Muskegon
the
is
future
letting
you're not from Muskegon.
all the
This is
people
a
around us
well-known
know
area.
that this is perfectly legal.
And
We have
I'd hate
all kinds
for
of
you
great
guys to have your
conversations with
lawful
people.
right to carry arms,
And
walk
frankly,
around,
this has been a
get
very
in shootout
pleasant
with someone
walk
who's
until
not
now.
lawfully carried their gun.
Thank you.
So far, there's only been 3 people.
No
that almost
offense,
shot
we
us
would just
today.
rather like
Yeah,
like
you
to be
guys.
on our way
I didn't
right now.
almost shoot you. What are you talking about?
I mean, the
Oh, I mean, we had no way of
people that
knowing
we
that.
spoke to locally are very friendly. You know, they were intrigued and they wanted to chat.
Oh, they never responded to shootings or murders. We have. And so when people
Probably,
are
like
walking
I said,
around with
someone
loaded
called.
weapons,
We didn't just show up. and-
Oh, so previous experience
So we
biases
were
the law.
investigating.
You have to treat us differently because of your
I mean,
previous
showing up and
experience?
putting us on the
Yes.
ground, gun
No.
out is completely-
yes,
No.
absolutely. Especially if you're
I
walking
wasn't-
around
You
with a
can't you
handgun.
can't change the law or how you interpret it
Right.
based on your
Well, I'm
experience.
just making
I'm just
sure that
talking
I
to
go
you
home
as a
tonight.
person.
If I see you walking
I
around with a
understand that.
firearm, somebody's made a
I
complaint
understand
against
that.
you, I'm gonna investigate.
It's all
And if
it's
I'm gonna
all
put you down
officer
to the
safety.
ground-
It's all officer safety.
Yes, it is.
You ruin our rights so you can stay safe. You get to hide behind your Kevlar, we can hide behind our Kevlar. We just want to walk. That's all we want to do. We have no business with you.
You just hold on, okay? You just relax.
I'll do my best. Thank you. I'm not going to touch anything.
Guns drawn on us,
So, I mean, you're the one who's being polite to us, so I would
Well, like I say, here,
hope that you would
like
be
I
the
said,
one
here,
that would maybe
I
handle
understand
that
where you're
issue
coming
in the
from,
future.
okay?
I just want to be on my way. That's
Okay.
all.
I understand where you guys are coming from. Like I said, this is a known drug area. Someone's calling us saying that guys with guns walking down the street. We get shootings here all the time.
Now, where's the crime in
I
that?
understand driving by and just looking at what's
Well,
going on, but
well, we're not going to stereotype because
what I'm saying
you
is
are,
we're being detained when there's no
okay.
crime.
Hold on.
Where's the crime?
That's all
Just
I'm
where's
saying.
the reasonable suspicion of a crime? Do you even
This
have
being-
that?
This being a known drug area does
And
not
let me say, someone
automatically-
called us.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing an investigation now. Being
An
this
investigation
is a-
of what? That's the answer we're trying to get.
Okay. People having guns in a known drug area.
Which is not illegal.
And we're not done with. We didn't talk to the person who called yet. We're investigating it, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
I think it should be the 911 dispatcher and the call operators asking more questions of the people.
That
Are they
would
pointing?
be awesome. I agree with you 100%.
I mean, doesn't it make perfect sense? It makes your job easier.
It
Makes
does.
us so much. You have more information on the field, so you know
Agree with
exactly
you
what situation you're going
100%.
into.
Because we don't. At that point, all we have
somebody
is...
calling the cops
Yeah.
doesn't know if it's legal or not, but you guys do.
What's that?
So somebody calling the cops, oh, these guys have guns. They don't know if it's legal or
No,
not.
we don't know what their
let me
situation
You
is.
put it
guys
this way.
do know. I mean, from
I think-
observing us,
I
seeing that
think
we're not doing
in order
anything.
to justify a Terry stop, correct me if I'm wrong, but from my research, you're supposed to be, if it's not like the specific law you can see being broken, you're supposed to be articulating a suspicion based on previous experience of your job. To be able to tell a judge, based on this experience I've seen in the past,
And crime afoot.
yeah, sure, then you would have that suspicion.
Actually, I tell you,
So
like,
you
we
would
got
have
a guy with
suspicion
a
like
gun.
this crime is being
Plus,
committed.
we got a
so-
guy with a gun right at that corner about a month ago now. Same exact call, except it wasn't like that. And I'm not going to stereotype because it's not.
I'm just saying,
White
wait,
guys,
did
you know what I'm saying?
did you respond to that call?
Yes.
And so when you showed up, what was that? Was that guy behaving like we were, or was there actually?
I wasn't here, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, you just said you responded to that call.
To
How you
that
doing?
one, yes.
Good.
I wasn't
That's
here
what
when
I'm talking
I wasn't here when they initially.
They're not
stopped
the
you guys.
exact same model, but they're basically
The point
the same
is that
thing.
if
What's
he
your name?
wasn't breaking any law, he shouldn't
I'm
have
Officer
been.
Catula.
I don't know.
Pleasure to meet you.
What's your name?
Well, I determined later he was pointing a gun at people.
Yeah, but you
Taking
work for the
shots,
public.
can't
I don't.
remember.
That's the
wasn't
difference.
lead investigator.
But I would shake your hand, but I
actually
don't want
like
to move my
they
hands
sell
very
drugs.
much right now. You understand?
We're on
I
Terrace,
understand.
right around that
What
corner.
I was getting at is...
Why are you getting pictures?
Hey, you take pictures of me, why can't I take a picture of
Yeah.
you?
TREJO.
You give my smile.
No, I'm not
I wouldn't want
discussing
to
that.
stereotype because
No,
you
but
guys
Right.
are
let
white
me
guys,
just
yeah.
finish.
I'm
I
not
think
saying-
that
no,
the
see,
FBI found that
You're bringing
90
race
Right.
into it. There's no reason for
Well,
that.
let me
either.
just explain. Well, hear me on this, guys. 97% of criminals do not use holsters. Of that, I believe that was a statistic. I may be
It was
wrong. on
close.
that. It was something
Sounds
like that
about
that
right.
the FBI found. Of that remaining, that's just a national. Maybe you found differently, but of that.
So is there not enough evidence to arrest us? So he's taking pictures so he can get a bench warrant later if necessary? Are you sure?
This is part
Of
of
that
our
remaining
policy.
3%, I mean, how many of them are
Just
gonna
in
be carrying
case
concealed? I have
something
no
you
idea.
find in the photo down the
You gotta
road.
understand where
Well, this is some
callers
years
are coming
ago,
from
but-
when they see people like you guys walking down the road.
I've been in this situation millions
I
of
know,
times.
I'm
I've
just-
heard the same
I'm just
spiel a
telling
billion
you.
I
times.
guess
I'm
that's
just
different
saying.
around
I
here,
know,
but-
I know.
I mean, just an
With this-
additional
We're
know
just
how-
saying too,
how-
but you guys don't seem to want to hear that either. So seems that we're at an impasse. Can I have my ID back? I'm sure there can't possibly be that much in the system about me.
You'd be surprised.
Considering
Badge
you guys
number.
ever been in the military?
I don't answer questions. Badge number 75, eh?
What else do you need?
Well, I got your name. First initial is E.
I'm
Is it
Mexican
Trejo?
American. I've been here 22 years.
Trejo? Is that?
Yes, I got a mustache and black hair.
Yeah. My mustache, I shaved it off this morning.
Yeah,
but
personally, but it's just
we have a lot in common. Can we go now, please?
No, you can't go.
And why not?
Because we are doing an investigatory stop.
You still haven't told us what crime we're suspected of committing.
At this point, carrying a loaded firearm.
That's not a crime.
Well, I'm not 100% certain about that. My command officer's coming.
You know what, Glenn, Mike, should we file another lawsuit? I mean, is this really going to be necessary, or can we go now?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. You're all getting mentioned in it if we have to sue.
You're just
Get on the
gonna be
list.
another
Yeah, but the
person on
difference
the
is
list.
that in this case, you guys are in the wrong.
You are legitimately in the wrong. The law says you cannot do this. Terry v. Ohio says you can't do this. Let's see what else. Brown v. Texas.
I believe Terry v. Ohio is to ascertain whether or not you have weapons. And do
Yeah. And what about Hibel versus the 6th Judicial District of Nevada? JLV Florida, DeBerry v. U.S. Must I keep going? No, we're not law students. We like our rights. We want to go. Is that so hard to understand?
6875 Windwater Court.
So let me just clarify. You're saying the reason we're being detained specifically is for no other reason than that we're carrying firearms, correct? Okay.
And I'm sure my command officer's going to show up here and he's going to say, have a good day.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Why are we still here?
Because we're waiting for him.
Seems like kind of a waste of time for 5 officers just to wait for him to tell us we're free to go, don't you think?
If we, especially since we already know we're free to go, they don't have a reason to
You
hold
know,
us.
you guys like carrying firearms open like that. You should go in the military.
Yeah, and then we're Obama's butt buddy. Let's not do that.
Why is it that you guys don't conceal your firearms? Can I ask you that?
That's a really good question.
The law allows us to carry firearms.
The law allows us to carry our firearms in the open as well.
Okay.
That's such a huge difference.
That's great. But like I said, once command officer shows
The law
up
does
here,
not allow us to point our guns at people for no discernible reason.
Look, man, as your employer, I'm very disappointed in your conduct.
as my employer, you need to provide me a raise.
I don't know.
Generally, people
I'm not
don't
feeling
earn
like I'm getting my money worth.
when their employers are disappointed with their conduct. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, well, you guys don't live in Muskegon, right?
I haven't answered any other way, and I'm not going to answer any questions regarding that.
That's like any other police department.
Federal fund.
How's the MRAP?
MRAP?
Yes.
I don't understand what that means.
What does the acronym stand for? MRAP. Militarized. It's like a half track, basically.
What is Bohica?
Bohica? I don't know. What is Bohica?
Figure it out.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
See, that
What-
was a legitimate question because I'm pretty sure you guys have one of those.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. It's Muskegon. It's big enough for sure. What are civil rights?
Share with me.
What are civil rights? Do we not have the rights to walk down the street with our firearms out in the open? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying you have no idea and you're waiting for someone else from above to tell you?
I'm waiting for someone else to tell me.
You don't know the law well enough that you can't make a determination of that of your
Here's the
own?
question. Well, why would your default assumption to be that we don't have the same rights that you do?
That's a really good question.
Yeah. You know, you guys should write a thesis on that and mail it to the Muskegon Police Department so I can
We
read
have,
it.
but in order to write a thesis, we need qualified information from sources abroad. So that's why we're asking you for your opinion on that.
Well, that's an option that you guys have.
Very bureaucratic. I like that. See this? This is the.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Normally, it's us refusing to answer the questions,
El Jefe will give us all the information we need.
and hopefully my fucking ID back.
Yes. Glad I still have mine.
although I did not consent for them to take it.
Yeah.
God knows what they're telling you, but this is not illegal.
How y'all doing?
Fuck off me, dog.
Guys, get out of here. Too many cops.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I say, if they don't let us go very soon, we're just going to walk off.
They have my ID.
They have my CPL.
Well, I will then. This is bullshit.
Reminds me of
They were going to handcuff me. They were getting ready to handcuff me. I was getting ready to pull out my handcuff key.
I gotta admit, guys, you're more well equipped than we usually are. Mind if I just ask a couple questions?
I do. You can ask. You can ask
them. May or may
them.
not answer depending on the question.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just curious. Were you guys just walking down the sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, just exercising your right to open carry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just curious. Were you guys over on Getty a couple weeks ago, walking down Getty or something? There were a couple guys that were walking down Getty that
No,
they
sir.
were open carrying as well.
Oh, good to hear.
Yeah.
But no, that was not
No,
us.
That was not us.
No, absolutely. I don't blame you. You're certainly in a neighborhood that's we got a couple homicides within a couple blocks from here. You know, we've also had a lot of drug dealings in this area, so it's getting to the point where it's getting a little more common. There's a couple guys that always ride their bikes up and down the bike path that do the open carry thing essentially. Do you understand why officers were called out here today?
Yes.
We understand why they were called. We
Sure.
don't necessarily understand why they put us on our faces at gunpoint.
Okay. Like we said before, do you realize how many homicides have happened within this block itself?
Well, the thing is, we weren't committing any crimes that were visible.
Hold on, I'm not trying to be argumentative with it.
Well, no, I understand, but I'm just explaining that there's no reason for that reaction unless there's, you know.
A crime being committed, especially
Yeah.
a violent one.
Well, there is. Essentially, when you have guys as armed as you are, we don't have any idea what we're walking into.
Look, you know,
Well, but if I didn't have any idea what I was walking into, I wasn't sure. I just saw someone that happened to have a gun. I mean, what if they turn out to be an undercover cop? Who knows? If I don't know what's going on and my first reaction is to hold that person at gunpoint until I know what's going on, I'm going to jail.
yes, you are. Felony firearm assault. But
How is that any different?
I mean, my real question is, you know, and no disrespect intended, but what the hell is up with Muskegon police? If we have Detroit police pulling up and waving and saying thank you for patrolling the streets, and you guys show up here and point guns at us.
Okay.
I mean, I understand it's a dangerous neighborhood and people getting shot. You don't know who the hell we are. But at the same time, if we don't start shooting anybody when the cops show up, you know we better be good guys.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be our first reaction? We're walking down the street with guns. If we're really criminals, don't you think we'd either run or start shooting?
Ironically enough, it has happened with or not.
I mean,
They're smart. They're getting smart enough to know that because of the open carry law, oh hey, if I carry open carry, and I kind of get into the same circumstances, that puts the officers going, well, geez, now we have to second guess and we have to put ourselves in. Now, who's going to walk up to gentlemen as armed as yourself and not be concerned?
Well,
maybe not. Now, somebody who open carries understands it.
Unfortunately, you've chosen a dangerous job. I don't mean to sound callous,
No.
but I mean,
You're right.
we're
but
not.
who are you going to call if somebody tries to arm? Say, let's just give you a hypothetical. Why do you think undercover officers carry concealed?
To not draw
to not
attention
draw
to
attention
themselves.
to the fact that they're police officers.
Right,
However,
because it's now hold on.
Hold on. Why do you know why citizens like us open carry?
Are we being detained? Can we go?
Yeah,
I mean, is
absolutely.
this a consensual
Well, I
conversation, or
actually
can we
don't.
go?
I
I
would
would-
like my ID back.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
too. I mean,
Well,
this is
Mr.
my
Stanley?
thought. I am more than happy to
we-
go and communicate with you guys, but in order to prevent any confusion or any other issues, I would prefer to make it in writing at a later date.
Yes, I agree with that. Through our attorneys.
So, I mean, I'm not too worried about that personally. He can make his own choices, but if you'd like to, have some kind of conversation with me via email, I would be okay with that. But I really don't want to stand here on the side of the road and debate the merits of these things. We've been doing this stuff for a long time, and we can I don't want to say that I can tell you how to do your job. I'm not saying that, but if you'd like some information I could share with you, maybe that'd be useful. I'd be happy to do that in writing.
Okay. Well,
The short
if you'd
version
like-
is that an undercover officer is in a lot different position than we are.
How is that?
Because we don't have to conceal the fact that we're police officers or not police officers. We just want people to know we're armed and hopefully deter an encounter from happening entirely from the beginning. We don't want people to not know we have a gun so that we have the element of surprise. We'd rather them know we have a gun and not have to use it at all. I think that's a lot safer for everyone.
That makes perfect sense. And the other thing I'd like to add on top of that, you notice the two of us are wearing Kevlar. That's for you guys. It's not for everybody else. We're more worried about what just happened now. We have officers that are maybe too protective, too overzealous, get that go home for dinner kind of thing, too strong in their heads that they violate people's rights, or maybe slightly violate, or treat people differently because they're afraid that they won't go home.
You're worried about danger, but the situation became exponentially more dangerous when people started pointing guns at one another.
The irony.
I mean, not at one another. People started pointing guns at us. We weren't pointing guns at anyone.
Well, and it's
This
certainly
could have easily just been, a conversation and a have a nice day, just like we're having now, without all of that.
And usually it is, but you just never know. When people call in 911, we don't have control of what they tell us.
You're a police officer. You've had a gun pointed at you before, I'm assuming. How does that feel?
What's that?
How does that feel,
Well,
having a gun
certainly
pointed
risky.
at you? How does it feel?
How
Not
does it
risky.
feel?
How does it feel to have a gun pointed at
Well,
you?
it's scary.
Yeah, no shit, it's scary.
Yeah.
How many times is this now?
Have you ever had to use any of your weapons in a deadly force
Thankfully
situation?
not.
Do you realize how scary that is?
I bet.
I do realize how scary it is.
I bet.
Are you certified law enforcement officer?
No.
So you have no idea what we're talking about, and you've never taken a human life?
I wouldn't say
I
I have
don't
no
answer
idea what
questions.
you're talking about. Actually, what I would suggest is that we seem to know more about firearm laws than the deputies who stopped us, because they couldn't answer the question.
Unfortunately, they're not deputies. They're
Yeah,
city
they're officers.
municipality.
Whatever the hell
You
they
gentlemen
are.
are free to go. Have a good evening.
Appreciate that, Mr. Rush.
Take care.
Or is it Captain, Lieutenant?
It's Sergeant Rush.
Sergeant. I saw the 3 stripes, different for every
Appreciate it.
department.
Have a good night, John.
Yep, you too. Have a good one. Appreciate it, Mr. Conrad.
Hey, no problem.
Oh. Man, that never gets any easier. That never gets any
It's
easier.
scary. No shit, it's scary. You idiot. They were checking for a concealed pistol license. You don't technically need to have one to do what I'm doing.
Right.
But
It's a lot easier to have it because of the laws and stuff, but to do what he was doing right there, just now
it's
you
a
don't
lot
have to have
easier
one.
to have it, because then when the cops pull guns on you, they can go, oh, he's licensed, it's fine.
Now then, me on the other hand,
Where y'all you guys show them?
We're from,
you want to
From
turn
all
around?
around Michigan.
You want to turn around?
Yeah, like that one. But they can do that.
I'm sticking up for your rights, letting you know that you are legally allowed to protect yourself.
They go all different cities, girl, and want the police to stop them. Did
Yep.
y'all go to Detroit?
No, we don't want the
Yeah,
police.
we've done Detroit 3 times.
They already just stopped them.
Who-
They
just-
all the time with the pedestrians. What's this on your
No.
arm? That's a camera. They
This
recorded.
is the camera.
For interactions
Oh, yeah.
like that.
So
So they gotta put them on the internet. What can we follow y'all at?
go to YouTube and search for Open Carry Detroit, Open Carry Muskegon, Open Carry Grand Rapids, Open Carry Pontiac, Open Carry
Yeah,
Southfield,
everywhere.
Open Carry.
I'm gonna follow y'all. Y'all got Instagram?
No, Facebook and YouTube.
What's Facebook your name?
Hell's Saints, both the YouTube and the Facebook. Hell's Saints.
Oh, well, they had us at gunpoint.
They did?
Yeah, we're down on the ground, hands off to the sides. You
pointing
know?
guns at us.
Why do you think we were laying on the ground?
Yeah, I sit down there on the ground.
Yeah, we were on the ground because they got out of their cars with guns and said, get the fuck
He was
on
gonna
the ground."
handcuff me, but I think
Oh,
he
I
changed
ain't
his
see that
mind.
part.
He was gonna handcuff you until the other guy was like, get up.
They tried
What was that?
that?
We asked them, what law do you suspect us of breaking? Because they have to tell you that. And they just said, oh, for carrying a firearm. I said, well, that's not illegal.
Are all the police gone yet?
Did you guys know before we told you that it wasn't illegal?
Are
to
they
carry
all
a
gone
gun?
yet?
No, we knew it, but it had a certain extent.
Right. So if a cop told you, that was the only reason they were stopping you, I mean, you would know that was wrong, right?
It's like the same thing as a cop pulling you over for doing nothing. Just wants to check and make sure you're legal to drive a car. It's like the same bullshit. They have a camera in them, but it's not running.
All the cool little things.
No, they real good.
Yeah, they just walking around. They just let you know, like, you're right. You got the right to, carry your gun.
I carry mine.
But I bet you if you want to go, right there. You go straight to the ground. They pin you in the back of the police car. Don't y'all license? They got to.
We have concealed pistol licenses, but to open carry, not concealed carry, you don't technically need them. There's a lot more restrictions of places you can carry and stuff. You don't technically need a concealed pistol license to open carry. I got a question for you guys. 'Cause, like, people will see these videos and they'll be like, well, you guys, man, this is just a ploy. You guys are out to do purging and you're racist and this is just a trial run. But do you get that vibe from us?
No.
And there's actually a couple African American gentlemen that like to walk with us, and they weren't able to make it today. But we usually try to have an integrated group. You know, I mean, it ain't about race.
Oh, and girls too. We try and have a girl in our group as well. You know. Hell yeah.
So can you guys do me a favor? Tell YouTube, stop being racist.
Stop being racist!
Thank you. How you doing?
Good, man. You guys get the looks, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't have no CPLs?
Oh, we got CPLs.
We do. You don't necessarily need it. It's recommended, but
Yeah.
damn, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been carrying for years. That's
crazy. You mind if I check that out right quick? That's
crazy.
Don't pull it out, but oh damn.
What?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that
The
makes
cops
sense.
are gonna have a problem. But yeah, is that Pearl?
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's very nice, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are insane, man.
Yeah.
Well, we've
So
been
we're
doing
told.
open carry activism for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You guys get stopped a lot?
We just had guns pointed at us by the cops. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Down on the ground. Cops.
Just like today?
About
like 10
20 minutes ago. It's like 20 minutes
20,
ago.
25, something like that.
Right down the street here?
Yeah.
It was over that way.
Yeah, about a block that way. About a couple blocks that way.
See, that's why I don't carry open like that, because
Hey.
I don't like the
we
attention.
want to stick up for everybody's rights, not to get assaulted by cops that are out of line. We want to make sure everybody knows that, like you know, that you have a right to protect yourself.
Right.
So I mean, it's kind of a risk we feel obligated to take just to help out the public, you know, doing what we can.
See, I don't like cops. And cops, see, I get that all day long, because they don't like me.
Well, either they'll learn or they'll get sued and then they'll learn.
Yeah, I'd rather not deal with it.
Hey, I can't say I blame you. It's a nightmare. It really
I mean,
is.
we'd rather not too. It's just kind of like something we're cut out to do, and we feel it helps people, so we
just basically do it because no one else wants to either.
Martyrs.
Yeah. All right, guys, take it
Have a
easy.
good one.